Self-care is not optional anymore. I don't care how you feel about it. It is important, and you need to prioritize taking care of yourself because you're human, okay? And you're not a hot plant fairy like me. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're not taking care of yourself, then you're not actually going to actually be able to build true self-confidence for yourself. Is self-care? I'm so glad you asked. Well, if you're clicking on a video like this, you probably already do know what self-care, or maybe you think you do. You're probably thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna get myself wonderful skincare products and I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna do my nails and blah. It's not that. Self-care is not just the funny, pretty, frilly things that you see on the interwebs where you do your aesthetic crap and you put your products all over your face and stuff. That's not true self-care, okay? Self-care is having value in yourself. Self-care is understanding and what makes you feel good and ensuring to prioritize the things that make you feel good and things that are for your well-being. Good examples of self-care that I can think of that does not involve purchasing a bunch of random products that, again, consumerism stems from that, would be taking time to journal. You journal your thoughts, you put it on a piece of paper. Maybe another form of self-care, disconnecting from the internet, going outside, touching some grass, spending some time with friends, family. That is also self-care. If someone is being toxic, someone's being stressful, annoying, frustrating for you, you take that time to focus on yourself. You disconnect from that relationship. You focus on what brings you true care. You bring yourself true love and true self-love. You prioritize your well-being. That is what self-care is in this terribly fast-paced world. Is prioritizing the things that you would know that you need to keep yourself functional as a human being or plant or fairy like myself. So a huge misconception with self-care is that it's actually a luxury and it's not actually a necessity, because for some reason, especially in recent times, as of like 2026, well, 2020 to 2026-ish, around recent times, self-care has been conflated to be skincare, nails, hair, looking good, body culture, all of these stuff. But it's not necessarily those things. It's doing things that make you feel comfort, and maybe that brings you comfort. Okay, that's great. But it's not just the physical things, it's also the things that will benefit you in the long run, like taking some time to read. Like I've been doing a lot of reading recently. That has been my form of self-care because it helps with protecting me from brain rot. And the slopification of everything on the internet has been so a good way for me to experience true self-care has been to go outside, walk and touch grass, spend time in nature, spend time ensuring that I feel good, things like that. And it's not something that is a luxury, it's saying that is, it should be a priority. You should be prioritizing how you feel in the moment. When you feel, if you are stressed or things are getting overwhelming, you prioritize your own health. And this is not just physical, it's emotional, it's mental. A good example of me prioritizing my self-care that I can think of most recently, I've spoken about this on a stream recently where I talked about how I have a huge battle with the anxiety monster. I call him the anxiety monster because of a friend of mine, IRL. Okay? There's an anxiety monster. I have him. He's annoying. He's a pest. He annoys the ever-living freaky frack out of me. But unfortunately, I have to deal with him on a daily basis. He gets in my way all the time, and he's just like, he's the worst. He gives me brain worms. I have earthworms in my brain. I always say this, okay? Earthworms in my brain. He gives me like the worst, the most difficult time ever. But I don't let him define me. I don't let him define me. My brain worms, my anxiety is not going to be what defines me. I refuse to let him define me. So you know what I do? I prioritize my self-care. Whenever I'm about to do something anxious, like work on content, or well, when I say work on something anxious, I mean work on something anxiety inducing, I spend time prior to doing it where I take deep breaths, I burn some incense, I write a little checklist, I have water, I have a break timer for myself, and I make sure and I put a little plushie. I talked about this on stream already. I have a little plushie. Her name is Gia, because I name all of my plushes and I name my plants IRL in my garden like the lunatic that I am. I am fucking nuts. But my wonderful my plushie that I keep right next to me when I'm making content or I am streaming, her name is Gia, and I look at her for comfort while I'm rambling away in front of a camera, because sitting in front of a camera for long periods of time is incredibly anxiety inducing for me, even though I am in fact a VTuber on the internet and you guys can't actually see what I look like, but it is still anxiety inducing for me because it's a camera. Anxiety makes your brain do some really crazy loop-de-loops. It catastrophizes everything, and it doesn't have to be that way. So again, back to self-care and why it is so important that you, as a wonderful sweet human being, you deserve to prioritize your self-care, because it is a necessity. If I didn't have these systems put in place for myself, do you think I would be in front of this camera right now doing this of all fucking you know? I would never be doing this right now. Let's be real. I'd probably be huddled up under a blanket and probably playing, I don't know, Metaphor. I've been playing that game a lot recently. I don't know. But yeah, the point is, I wouldn't be doing this because I would be too anxious, and I would be too anxious to move. That is not good. Self-care is not just like the skincare and the nails and the pretty things. It's actually doing things. It's parenting yourself. A good example, basic things. A lot of people can't do this, and it's because of other things that they may be experiencing within themselves. Simple thing, brushing your teeth, getting up in the morning, as soon as you get up, making up your bed, brushing your teeth, stuff like that. That is self-care. That is self-care, because you need your teeth to eat. You're gonna use those teeth, those wonderful little human teeth, to chew on whatever things that you humans eat, I guess. I know some humans eat meat, some eat veggies, some just eat veggies, some just eat meat. It doesn't matter to me. Food is food. You guys, you're free to do whatever you want. I'm of the I'll eat anything that moves tribe, and I think that, yeah, it's important to eat anything, and you also need your teeth. And if you can't take care of your teeth, then you're not caring for yourself. And if you're not caring for yourself, then you don't love yourself. How are you ever going to love yourself if you can't care for yourself? Caring for yourself and having confidence is directly related to how much you love yourself. So if you're struggling with self-care right now, what I want you to do is take some time. You're gonna sit down and you're gonna write down all of the things that you struggle most with self-care wise. Okay, you're gonna write these things down. You're gonna make yourself a little list. You're gonna put them in a little itemized list, and you're gonna focus on one of those things for a week. Work on one of those things, and when you start getting a hang of it, maybe after maybe week 2 or 3, then you can add another one of those things and build it up piece by piece. It's systems. You gotta have things put in place to make sure that you're not neglecting yourself and taking care of yourself the best way possible. Another way to ensuring that you're caring well for yourself is actually ensuring that the relationships that are in your life make you feel nourished, make you feel loved, make you feel appreciated, make you feel like you belong, not like you don't deserve to be around. No relationship should ever make you feel like that. No person should ever make you feel excluded or like you don't deserve to be there. And if you have people in your life, you gotta get rid of them. You gotta run away. Because if you spend your time around people like that, then they're gonna make you not want to care for yourself. And if you don't care for yourself, you're gonna make me pout. And also, you're gonna make you pout. You don't want to pout. Please take good care of yourselves. Drink water. Go outside, take walks. Make sure to disconnect from the internet. Go relax. Treat yourself with grace. Treat yourself with peace. Pay attention to the things that you need, the things that you need to keep yourself feeling true care, true love for yourself. Because if you don't do these things, if you don't care for yourself, if you don't love yourself, then who's gonna love you? No one's gonna be able to truly love you if you don't truly, honestly believe and love yourself. You need to love yourself and you need to care for yourself, just as I, your wonderful garden fairy, care and love you. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I know this is actually a shorter video than what I usually do, but that's fine. I'm trying more shorter videos like this. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you ensure that you take good care of yourself. Bye bye.